Good afternoon and welcome back to Splitting the House. My name is Jerry Gertz of curlingzone.com. I'm joined today by Silvana Tirinzoni, skip of Team Tirinzoni, as well as reigning world champion still. Welcome, Silvana.
Hi, good to
So,
be here.
yeah, it's great to have you here. You're kind of living in rare company here. You've actually been on the ice in a competition already once. How does it feel playing the Schweizer Cup a couple weeks ago?
Well, yeah, we were glad that we are able to play again, actually, and not just train, but also compete. Even though it was a little special condition, but still, it was good to actually play games and not just throwing rocks.
How are things around the curling club right now? What kind of conditions do you face? What kind of precautions are being taken? I know it's not clear from the curling we see on TV because or on the streaming because it kind of as some people have said it looks like we're kind of living in a normal world still. But in reality, you do face some pretty heavy precautions behind the scenes.
Yeah, actually, for our team, it's not that bad. We can practice basically whenever we want. We have to book though. We cannot just go like we used to. So we have to sign up for the time, and then we can just practice like we are used to. So we are quite lucky actually. But other curlers, like recreational curlers, they actually they can't, or they yeah, all the summer ice was just for the elite player, and but for us it was like almost like normal.
So we've got some interesting news. I think has been announced. You will be taking on the boys at the Autobold International coming up this weekend. 15 men's teams, including Yannick Schwaller and Peter de Cruz, and you'll be taking on Schwaller in the opening game.
Yeah, I actually look forward to that. Yeah, it's been a while since we compete in a men's competition. I mean, back in the days it was like normal in Switzerland, like every tournament was basically open. But for many years now, like women and men are separated, and we haven't competed against the men like in a competition for a long, long time. We have played a few friendly games, usually in the summer against men's team, but not in a competition. So I'm curious how that's gonna work.
What kind of training have you been up to so far this summer? Where are you right now relative to normal, I guess? And what kind of approach do you take to these early season events with so many unknowns?
Yeah, it's. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to find the same motivation like in normal years. So it's for me. It's just important that I stay warm, I would say, like and be
Yeah.
ready when the competition starts again to get hot actually. And but for right now, I just try to be ready whenever it's going to start, to count again. And yeah, I think you cannot ask the athletes to train and be in the same state of mind like in other years. So it is special for everybody, and I have to accept that I don't feel the same way like I usually do.
Yeah, I think it's important to understand kind of your own body's reaction in that way too, because it's going to affect how you get out and play, your motivation to train and practice, and so sometimes when you don't feel that motivation, if you understand that's coming, then you know to make sure that you get that work in still as you need to, and I know it's difficult. I hear this from a lot of teams too. I know there's a pretty significant demand for spiels in Canada and the United States as well. It's just a matter of finding safe conditions to be able to do it. The curlers are all gung ho to play. They want to get the reps in and stay sharp, stay warm, make sure that they're still playing a bit, and it's certainly added some an added element to the challenges.
Yeah, for sure. And that's also why we are welcoming actually that we can compete this weekend against great teams. We would be in Canada right now, and with
Yeah,
all the Grand
we
Slams.
welcome you at the Shorty and the
Yeah,
Stu
yeah.
Cells. Yeah, it's a real shame
So,
we can't have you come over, and I know it's disappointing that we kind of have to do what we can do to make this work. But
yeah,
it's certainly opening up some new opportunities for you as well.
that's true. But I still would prefer to be in Canada and travel the world and compete at the Grand Slams and stuff. But it is what it is. You know, we have to adjust, and we
Yeah.
embracing every kind of chance we get to compete.
So what else do you have coming up in the future? Is it the Basel Cup coming up the weekend after?
Yeah, we just got confirmation yesterday that it's gonna be a go. So that's gonna be after that. And then actually I decided to play mixed doubles this year with Benoit Schwartz. So that's gonna be uh, something new for me too, and just another chance to be on the ice and play and not just train, you know. So I decided to do that and see how far we can go.
So that'll be the Schweizer Cup a little bit later in September, I assume, that you'll be playing in.
Exactly, yeah. And
So the Basel Cup, is it called Swiss Cup? I forget the name off the top of
it's
my
the
head right
women's
now.
masters.
Women's Masters, that's the one I was trying to think of. What are the conditions there? I know the Baden Masters had some travel restrictions for some teams. Do you know what things look like for who's going to be competing and what's to come in that competition?
I think they said like they're gonna have 15 teams, and so they are not even sure what kind of system they are gonna play, because they're expecting maybe a few teams to cancel, or so it's like I think everybody has to be flexible in these times and just be happy when actually a tournament can be played. So you know, I have like no further details than that it's going to be a go, and I
Okay.
hope a few teams will show up there, like not only from Switzerland but also from abroad. So, but it's there will be no Scottish teams, but maybe Sweden can make it,
Yeah, as
or
far as I know,
Germany.
I believe Sweden is coming. I
Yeah.
know Hasselberg is working on training towards that. A top competitor to you. I know the rivalry between you and Hasselborg has been really fun to watch from a fan's perspective. The Europeans they took down in a last end battle, and then you returned favor in the World Championships. Very much the same situation. Tell me a little bit about the relationship with some of those competitors and you know kind of what you feel, because you certainly get a chance to compete with them on the ice at the Continental Cup as well, and I think that camaraderie was pretty obvious when you played together then.
Yeah, so I only have good words for that, for those teams. They are like great curlers, but even better people, and off the ice we really do have fun, even in the changing rooms, you know, like we always talk to each other, and especially the Continental Cup, like with Team Scotland and Team Sweden. So it was so much fun and great people, really. And of course, we always want to win against them, but as soon as we step off the ice, it's a friendship, really. Like, and that's also what I probably miss the most, is like not able to see all those curlers anymore right now, and be just around a great community, and that's also part of our game, and that's also something that's missing right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. The social side is certainly lacking from that. It's sort of, you know, I'm in the same boat. Come September, I get out there and I start seeing everybody again, and now we're doing it all by video chat and remotely as much as possible, and trying to pull together as much streaming as possible. I know that your game against Schwaller is set to be broadcast. So that'll be 8 a.m. Swiss time, 2 a.m. Eastern time. I know there'll certainly be some Canadians, I'm sure, checking that out. A little bit about some of your supporters. What have you managed to pull together this year? I'd like give you a chance to throw a shout out to some of your sponsors and anybody who's been able to sort of help you guys, your team. You've got Alina Petz throwing 4 stones, Esther Neunschwander at second, Melanie Barbazat at lead. You curl out of Arau. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, a chance to shout out to some of your sponsors.
Yeah, no, we have been very lucky even in this situation. Like all the sponsors basically stay with us and are keeping supporting us, and which I don't think is you cannot expect that in a crisis like this. But everybody we asked, they said right away they're gonna stay, and so thank you very much to our great sponsors like Hypothek Bank. Landsburg is one of the big ones, or AMJ Campbell, better known in Canada, of course. So, and also Heartline is, they are struggling too, but they just keep sending us equipment, whenever we need some, and so they have always been great to us too.
Thanks a lot, Silvana. I really appreciate the time to catch up, and I'm looking forward to watching the curling this weekend and following along. We'll have scores on curlingzone.com. Good luck, and hope to see you into the playoffs.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers. Until then, we'll talk to you soon, and take care, everyone.